creating remotely accessed user accounts. Now I need to create a new user called Mark Campbell using the command sudo add user Mark Campbell. As you can see here, I've then used the password Mark Campbell 123 instead of leaving room number blank. I added Mark Campbell's room number to VDS staff room, including his full name. Then I pressed Y for confirmation. Now that I created a new user called Mark Campbell, I can now set this user's permissions. But first, I will need to sign in as this user. To do that, I will use the command sudo su-Mark Campbell. As you can see here, and now I'm signed in as Mark Campbell. To confirm this, if the user is in the correct directory, I use the command pwd to check. So I signed into Mark Campbell, and then I use pwd, and clearly this is the right directory. And then we will use the command mkdir.ssh. But for me, I've already used this and created the file. As you can see here, the results show that the file already exists. Then you use the command chmod 700.ssh to change the file permission directory to precisely 700. This will restrict the access so that only Mark Campbell can change the directory. Now I'll use the command ls/ao to check if the file permissions have been changed. As you can see, it has been changed. Now I will change the directory to cd.ssh. As you can see, it has been updated here. Then I create a file named authorized keys using the .ssh directory. To create this file, I use the command touch authorized keys. Now that I've created a file, we now need to check if it's been updated in my current directory using the command ls/ao. As you can see, it hasn't been updated. Don't worry about this one, I spelled it wrong. Anyway, now we will need to change the permissions of this file to 600 using the command chmod 600 authorized keys. As you can see here. This will only allow the owner to read and write or make any changes on this file, that being Mark Campbell. To create a remote user, you need to create a RSA key pair using PuTTyGen, simply by opening on my laptop. As you can see here, I've opened it. I will click the generate button. Now I have to click the generate button to create a new key. I have to move the mouse around this area to create a random key. Now I'll copy this private key and put it, and you'll be using it later. Now I will save the private key by clicking on save and have it saved as Mohammed Private. Now that my private key is created, I will need to add this to authorized keys file. To do this, I will use the command nano authorized keys. This will open a nano text editor. I will paste my key into here using right click, as you can see here. Now I just need to press Ctrl X and Y to save the key and press enter to save the changes into my authorized keys file. Now I can sign in as Mark Campbell remotely using my new key.